Alright. Hello, YouTube. Hello, guys. I'm flying near Princess Juliana, whatever this island is. I don't know what it is. And these are Orbx Vessels. These are the new Orbx Vessels that they have created for around this area. And we'll just take a look here. So there's a sailboat underway. I had to increase my, in order to really enjoy these vessels, by the way, I typically run DLAA anti-aliasing, and that makes these boats look pretty awful. So if you're running DLAA, I mean, you see them, but they're grainy, and there's a lot of jaggies all over them. Okay. So I'm going to keep going around this island. We'll head over to Anguilla in just a second. The other thing, these boats that are animating, that are underway, you notice that it's jerking. Now my video, from what I'm seeing, is smooth. 28 frames is what I'm getting fairly consistently, 28, 29, 30. But those boats are like moving forward once per second. So it might be a limitation of the sim, the way they animate boats or something, but that's what they look like. Honestly, if you're flying along, would you really notice? And that, that's part of this whole thing too, is would you really notice? Because really, you're not really paying attention to the boats other than their presence. At least for the most part, you won't be. The other thing is, this is only, right now, it's only for these 3 islands. The boats go back and forth between these 3. They don't go to any other islands. But when I installed the product, I did notice that they have a base package, which is the boats, and then they have a second package, which is, I guess it's the routes and the locations here around the islands. So it's very possible what we might see is that they'll have future packages that will be for other places in the Caribbean, around the Bahamas, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, or more islands just around here. Actually, just more islands around here would be pretty good too. So, so you pay, if you take the price was like $9. If they take that and then, offer larger areas that cost $5 or something like that, there you get a good view of the boats. And again, that's with TAA
500.
Yes,
Landing gear.
I know.
Landing gear.
Yes.
Landing gear.
That's with really
Landing gear.
sharp.
Landing gear.
Maybe I need to climb
Landing
a little bit
gear.
so I don't get in the way.
Landing gear.
There we go. That's with the sharpest anti-aliasing, and I have to say that's really nice anti-aliasing. I typically don't run TAA because of performance reasons, but out here it seems to be okay. Even with streaming this, it seems to be okay. And so I'm real low, scooting along, which can really put a demand on, your rendering. But, I don't know if my system, I guess maybe around these islands, my system can do this okay, and I wonder if it will be able to handle it if I go back to the States. I'll try that out afterwards. I kinda doubt it. But I have to say, if you could run TAA, man, look at that. That is just so sharp. And I'm looking at 4K. You guys are looking at 1080p. And I can tell you, in 4K, it is amazing. If I could have broadcast this in 4K, I would have. But I have struggled to try to get 4K streams to work without causing latency, causing problems. I may try again. And I wanted it to be smooth. Given the choice between smoothness and 4K, I went with smoothness. So let's head over to that other island so you can get a good look at that. It's an island I never hear anybody ever talk about, but I was surprised. I don't fly out in this area very much. And maybe I should, because honestly now the water in FS2020 is brilliant. Yeah, we'll take a closer look at these boats here. Maybe I can zoom in. You can see them, they're fairly close, some of them, when they come into existence. There's a catamaran, there's a few catamarans, which is normal. You would see a lot of those around here. And you can see that boat is it's updating about every third of a second, I would say. And before I took off, let's see, where's that other island? It's over there, okay. Before I took off, or before I installed it, I came here to see what the area looked like, and there were a couple of boats. So this is really just making a lot of boats. It's turning it into a lot of boats, which is nice, right? Oh, really, before we go over there, let me do this too. Get this out of the way. Okay. Okay, come on, you can do it. You can see that island shaping up over there. It looks really good. We'll make the left turn here, and then I'll change it to night. I really should put the friggin' autopilot on. Let's see, we'll put alt on.
Altitude.
And we'll put the autopilot on. And we're in roll mode, so we're good there.
Landing gear.
Yeah.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Yes.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Yeah.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Autopilot. Landing gear. Landing gear.
I'm in roll mode. Why is it commanding a roll?
500.
Landing gear.
Alright, well, we'll come back to that. That's not what we're here to talk about. Okay, so there's some boats. Let's lower the lights. So you can see that the lights glow. God damn, what is this thing
Landing
doing?
gear. Landing gear.
Yeah, okay, so you can see the lights from the vessels, which looks pretty cool. You know, when you're landing at night. There's some more. I don't know why those sails are lit, but whatever. But yeah. Okay, so let's... Okay, so... And... Alt, and... Autopilot. See what it does. It's an Alt, and it's immediately trying to descend. It's trying to descend really hard.
Autopilot.
I will have to talk to them about that. Okay, there's capture. So if it's capture, then why are you descending to 700 feet? Okay. Alright, let's bring the lights back up. Oh man.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
No. Up.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
It's about annoying, isn't it? So there's a good look at that island. Anguilla. I've seen cruise ships, clipper ships, one huge cargo ship, sailboats, and motorboats. So the whole suite. See, isn't that pretty? Question is, can my sim handle that kind of anti-aliasing when I get close to land? But while out here, it's just stunning. Really makes things come out. I have a 2070 Super, so that's what I've got. And I'd be surprised if it could handle this when I get to the mainland. So that's, you know, you see some boats, many more boats now. I would say 10 times the number of boats easily than were already there. There's another little one. There's a little one down. Oh, there's a few more. Okay. Like I said, yeah, I mean, this is an okay plane for sightseeing, this kind of stuff. I mean, we don't have all day to fly around here, do we? Plenty of fuel. But you can see that they come into view a little on the close side, if you ask me. I wish they would come in, they'd be into view a little further out. But, yep, see that one? It just popped into view right there. Like I said, you know, for the most part, it's for the feel of having boats around, not for the, you're not going to be looking at them that much directly. It's like their absence is more, it more adds flavor to the area, if you know what I mean. Little salt or something, if that analogy works. From what I can see, what I've seen so far, it doesn't look like the boats have shadows. Maybe I'll get a little lower. Oh, I don't want to listen to that stupid landing gear thing. I can get a little lower anyway. See if they have a shadow. They think it's cool when a jet flies down low like this. We'll go down to where landing gear, just about where landing gear. See, I don't see any shadows. Well, that one's got a little shadow, that one. And that one, yeah, okay. Yeah, you can, and I'm sure that's up to the sim to create those, so that's just the way it is. Wow, what a pretty island. So yeah, get a sense for it. And the airport, if I recall, is back right back over there. So as you're coming in, you would see these boats here, and we'll fly back over to Princess Julianne. I can find it and sort of line up on it, so you would see what the boats look like there. So yeah, I have said since soon after this sim came out that they should also make this a boat simulator, a train simulator, a driving simulator. I could easily see how it could be made into a boat simulator. Could you imagine being out there on that water in a sailboat? I think I see the airport. So, you know, at this distance, obviously, you don't see much. But yeah, if you can run TAAA or TAA FA anti-aliasing, they're good. If you're running DLAA, they're okay, but they flicker so much that you might not, you wouldn't enjoy them as much. I'll say that. Let me just say it that way. It's a significant difference. I mean, on the sailboats that don't have their sails up, all you see is a flickering where the mast is supposed to be. But with TAA, it looks completely clear. I don't know. So we'll just sort of head down the runway and see what they look like. You can see that sailboat just sort of jerking along one or two frames a second. So if you were departing from Princess Juliana, you would see all those boats, and you'd be making this right turn out here. Really, that's what I would like to see all over the sim world. Right? You know, any place that has boats. Miami, Key West, all over Florida. You know, they're everywhere. Gives it life, right? Oh, there's that cargo ship right down there, and there's a cruise ship right next to it. And there's a clipper ship down there too. So you get almost everything right there in that one little image. So yeah, and I'm not going to fly over to St. Bart's. So that's it, you know, and it only covers the area, you know, those two islands and then St. Bart's over here. And you get back out into the regular Caribbean. You do see some boats if you have them cranked up. I have them cranked up all the way, and I rarely see a boat. So if you want to see boats, that's the solution right now. So yeah, I apologize for all of the landing gear calls. All right. I hope it's useful to you. You might want them. I like it, you know, somewhat. If I can run this kind of anti-aliasing, I like them. Okay, guys.